Identify yourself.
Why do I have to?
Because you were looking in the window at the bank.
What's wrong with that?
Well, that's not normal activity.
It is.
I told you. Sit.
Trespass? Well, we need your information. Nope, I gotta talk to you. We need your information to trespass you from the bank.
I've never been on their property.
Well, we're gonna confirm that. So
you've already confirmed it. Yeah, you're blocking my way, bud.
Hey, stop.
The manager would like you trespassing.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. No, I don't.
No, we do.
No, I don't.
We do.
Legally, I don't, man.
In order to trespass you, we need your name.
You tell me that I can't go on the property, and that's the end of it.
No.
Yeah, that's how it works.
We need to be able to document it because then we would never know.
You documenting by saying this gentleman was never on their property, and
that's
then
not how that works.
It is how it works, man.
This is the chief of police.
Why are you
you're the chief?
Why are you being so
what's your name? A man exercising his rights is being uncooperative?
Yeah. How is someone supposed to go?
Sir, I'm not going to explain this to you over and over again.
You did not explain it to me the first time.
You need to make an option.
Explain it to me the first time.
You need to make, a choice.
I'm happy to give you my license.
You are standing on... Okay, then shut up and listen. Because I've already told you this like 3 times.
Sir, you haven't told me once.
You are standing on their property.
Okay.
This is their property.
Yes.
And they want you gone. So, because you're refusing to leave, they want a citation issued for trespassing.
You didn't tell us to leave. You said...
And you want to play games. So, since you want to play games, and the minute I leave, you want to go and do what you're doing,
I will be happy. Sir, I walked
then you're going to have a
I walked over
citation
here while you were standing right there. I walked over here while you were standing right there.
Yes, sir.
Oh, how you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
I'm just doing a quick story about this facility.
No, sir. Step back outside.
Huh?
Step back outside.
Oh, is there something wrong?
You ain't got no permission to come in here and take no story of anything.
Oh, I don't need a camera.
I can do what I want.
No, you might want to step back.
No?
You might want to step back.
No.
Hey, this is Mark down in security. Would you come down here and see me for a moment, please?
I don't need to set up a meeting in a public building.
But that's fine. So right now you'll be considered trespassing.
You can't trespass from a public building absent of a crime.
Our sergeant, so.
Imagine standing on a public sidewalk, minding your own business, only to be swarmed by police, all because you looked through a window. Sounds ridiculous? Well, that's exactly what happened today. A man refuses to bow to intimidation, refuses to surrender his ID, and what follows is a masterclass in holding your ground when authority overreaches. Stay tuned, because this is where arrogance meets the law and loses.
I got out of the vehicle when I was simply just standing there, and looks like he's just following me.
We're off video. Are you good, man?
Why,
you have a mask. You were looking in the bank. I just need to talk to you, make sure you're okay. Make sure everything's okay. What were you doing looking in the bank?
Huh? I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just so you know, we're audio and video recording
That's
too.
Cool.
Okay?
That's cool.
All right. What's your name?
Huh?
What's your name?
Mike.
Mike?
Mike Huck.
Mike Huck? Hey, we do need to talk though.
Nah, I'm good.
Huh?
I'm good.
No, I mean, I saw you looking in the bank. I need to talk to you and figure out what that's about.
Nah, I'm good, man. Yeah, guys, simply just standing on a public sidewalk here, and this gentleman, he was trying to stop me. I don't know for what crime, and now he's trying to talk to me. And what?
Hey, look, if you're looking in a bank and you got a mask on,
Yeah.
I need to speak to you. Okay?
Well, what about it?
That's not normal activity.
What isn't normal?
To wear a mask and looking in a window.
Yeah, just standing here, man.
Okay.
Nothing's wrong with that.
When I passed by, you were looking in the window at the bank.
What's wrong with looking in a window?
I mean, that wouldn't be normal activity. Most people aren't walking by a bank.
If I see something in the window and I want to look, I can see it. I can look at it.
49. Are you guys listening to the traffic? Can you join me in the back of the bank, please? I understand, but I just need to make sure everything's okay. Do you have an identification on you?
Do you have an identification?
I do. I'm Officer Fowler.
No, like your actual ID card where it shows your address.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just got an uncooperative subject.
He says I'm uncooperative, guys. All right. Well, I'm going to go back to doing what I was doing.
What were you doing?
I don't know. You tell me.
Hey, look, we're talking. Okay.
6049, do you copy?
I am not here to harass them anyway, but if I look at somebody looking into the window at the bank,
yeah,
that's concerning. You could understand that, correct?
No, not really.
No?
Mm-mm.
No, not wearing a mask looking in the
Nope, nope, sure isn't, man. Not in this day and age?
Not in this day and age.
Yeah, that's your favorite line, this day and age, you know?
I'm not sure what you're talking
With
about.
all the 911 calls, terrorists, all that stuff.
I hear you.
Yeah, there she is, right there, guys.
Who are you videotaping? Just turned his video camera towards you and said there she is, so I didn't know.
Oh, no.
Okay. Alright, thank you. Appreciate you.
Oh, man. Yeah, guys, she definitely knows who I am. She's...
Who is she to you?
Huh?
Who is she to you?
Oh, I can't answer that. There's a lot of things I can't answer, man.
Okay. Why's that, man?
Yeah. Why'd you turn on your lights?
To let you know that I was needing to speak with you.
So you turn on your lights to speak with people?
Yes.
You can't just come up to them and talk to them without turning your lights on?
Well, that's how it activates my camera.
Oh, okay. Which camera?
Body worn and...
Well, you can activate that yourself,
I
right?
can, you're free.
Oh, okay, okay. All right.
You say you're just hanging out.
Well, guys, look at that big American flag. He just won't leave me alone, guys. Huh?
You say you're just hanging out here. What do you? Why wouldn't you want to identify yourself?
Why do I have to?
Because you were looking in the window at the bank.
What's wrong with that?
Well, that's not normal activity.
It is.
As I told you. Sit. Take it.
That's what you want me to have then go ahead and disregard.
What's going on? Aaron drove by. He's wearing a mask, looking in the bank. I tried to stop and talk to him. He's not providing me any information. He just wants videotape. And the female was walking in the bank, and he said, "There she is." So,
Howdy. How's it going?
All right, guys, so it looks like there's all these officers here, man. I ain't even doing nothing wrong. Yeah, I simply was standing here, guys, checking my phone, and I looked this way, and as you can see, there's a lady right here, and I turned around, and the police are wanting to talk to me, so.
I'm Mitch, Officer Edley.
Cool.
You got a first name or a nickname?
Guys, big semi truck here. I'm really not interested in talking right now, so.
Is that a GoPro or a knockoff?
Doo, doo, doo. He said it's at a GoPro or a knockoff. Why would I go with a knockoff instead of a GoPro? Look at all these cop cars, guys. There we go. Simply, guys, I wasn't even recording. I was on my phone standing there looking. I was actually faced this way at the Circle K. I turned and looked inside the bank window, and next thing you know, I start walking again, and this police officer activated his lights and was telling me to stop, simply by just standing there. I mean, I don't know what's going on. So yeah, looks like we got 3 police vehicles. Oh man, this is hilarious.
Trespass? Well, we need your information. Nope, I gotta talk to you. We need your information to trespass you from the bank.
I've never been on their property.
Well, we're gonna confirm that. So
You've already confirmed it. Yeah, you're blocking my way, bud.
Hey, stop.
The manager would like you trespassing.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. No, I don't.
No, we do.
No, I don't.
We do.
Legally, I don't, man.
In order to trespass you, we need your
You
name.
tell me that I can't go on the property, and that's the end of it.
No.
Yeah, that's how it
We need to be
works.
able to document it, because then we would never know.
You
who were.
documenting by saying this gentleman
We don't know.
was never on their property, and
That's
then
not how that works.
it is how it works, man.
This is the chief of police.
Why are you
You're the chief?
Why are you being so
What's your name? A man exercising his rights is being uncooperative?
Yes, you are being unfair.
How is that?
You're creating a...
Say the word disturbance, I dare you. I already know how it goes, guys. You don't know what I used to do. You don't know what I currently do.
Okay, so then why are you doing this?
Because I can. I have a right to.
Okay, because you're trying to...
So I was standing on the corner on my cell phone. I looked and turned towards the window, not doing anything. So anybody who looks towards a bank window is suspicious?
Yes, it is.
How?
With the mask on during
How?
business hours?
It's cold outside. I have my mask on all day.
She said you were videotaping inside the bank and she was
Just now, yeah.
Okay, that...
So what, are you trespassing my eyeballs?
She would like you trespass from the bank.
Are you trespassing my eyeballs?
We're trespassing you from the property.
I was never on their property. So how are you going to do that?
Okay.
I mean, this is their property. That's
So this is a public easement, public right of way. Yeah, public right of way.
So here's my thing.
Man, are you guys educated or not?
You're trying to create problems.
Oh, we already created it. Yeah, we already created the problems.
No, you did this.
No, you guys did it because I was just standing there. I didn't even have my camera out or anything. I was just on my phone. And then I saw this. I was starting to walk and I saw this gentleman turn his lights on, and then he was trying to call me over for some reason. So yeah.
I told you why. I observed you looking in the window of the bank.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Now,
I can look inside
she
anything.
Saw you videotaping inside of the bank. She would not like you on the property.
Cool. I wasn't on the
Not like
property.
you videotaping the bank. Therefore, we need your identification so we can trespass you from the property. You are not receiving any citations today. We simply need your
But you
name.
don't need my information.
We do.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't. Legally, you don't. I have a right of a Fourth Amendment. Do you know what the Fourth Amendment is?
Very well
To be securing your person, papers, and effects.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't have to give you any information, especially if I haven't been on their property. You want to go down this road? We can go down this road, man.
Well, I understand.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I
I'm
don't
gonna have
agree.
fun with you guys. So
sure you are.
yeah.
And
So
that's
right
why
now you're
we-
actually interfering right now with my duties that I have.
We understand
No,
that
we
that's
have
why
a
you're
very,
here today.
No,
much
you're
of a-
interfering.
very much of a right to check out to see who.
No, you don't.
Yes.
If I haven't committed a crime, you don't. Do you suspect me of committing a crime? That's the most
don't
important
know.
part. Well, you can't go off of we don't know.
That was the
You
reason
have
I
to-
We have
stopped you
reasonable
today.
suspicion.
You have
that you're
reasonable,
engaging-
articulable suspicion of a crime. Man, I know the law, dude. I'm very well versed in this
Yeah, you're
stuff.
very well versed in trying to create problems.
Oh, we already created it, man. So what now?
You've done that.
No, how, man?
Right,
By standing,
alarming
turning, by
people on the
turning and looking at somebody. I was reading the balloon inside of her window first off. If you want to go, we can go look at it.
We're not gonna go look at it.
Okay, so you can't just come up to somebody because they're looking in somebody's window. And you're the chief? What's your name, man?
He's Alan Cookie.
Okay. Yeah, you guys might want to read up on some case laws and stuff.
You might want to.
Oh, I know him.
No, you don't even let me finish. So I ain't gonna.
I don't have to, man. You work for the people, and you guys are trying to stand here. I'm not being detained, am I?
We're just trying to get your information, man.
Yeah, you're not
And
getting my
trespass you.
information. Yeah, I haven't been on their property, so. I know the laws, man. I don't have to give you anything.
Look, if you're not up to anything, we're not here to be assholes.
You already
But you
been.
see somebody looking in the bank during the business
I'm gonna go
hours,
look in the bank
mask
again.
on.
There's nothing you can do about it.
So you've been trespassed. If you go back and you look in the bank window again,
I'm not on their
that will
property.
be an issue.
I'm not on their property. What are you gonna trespass my eyeballs? You want to come down there with me while I do it again? No. Oh, okay. So there's no issue. You guys might as well get back in your cars and drive away. Wow. What's your badge number?
52.
What's your badge number?
You won, but I'll give you a business card.
I don't need your business card. Yeah. I got it all right here. That's all that matters. I don't need it.
Okay.
Yeah. You can save it for somebody else, man. You still have failed to say what the problem is. Looking inside of a business is not nothing.
It's reasonable suspicion.
It's not.
I do. I would absolutely.
Looking inside of something. I could come to your house and look inside your house from the sidewalk all day long. There's nothing you can do,
Sure, we
man.
have a problem then.
No, we won't.
Yeah.
So if I'm standing on a public sidewalk looking at your house, filming your house, there's going to be a problem.
Between you and I, personally, yes.
No, it wouldn't be personally.
It would be.
Ah, I don't know what that means. All right. Yeah, guys, so as you guys can see that they are trying to get my information without me being on their property. If I was on their property
We know why you're
and
here
they wanted
today,
me
man.
trespassed.
We understand.
Say it. Why do you understand then? How do you understand?
We know how this works.
How does it work?
You videotape us, you put us on YouTube, you
Yep.
blast us. We get it.
Yep.
We know how it goes.
Yep. And then people, what? They redress you guys and they contact you guys and tell you how you did. I'm just a guy with the camera, man. You guys create the content. You can either be good or you can violate somebody's rights. Either way, I'll post you, man. If you guys are great, I'll post you and let you know how great of a job you did. If not, you know, it's on you guys. So
Hey, can we at least get out of the bay so you don't get run over when there's
run over by who?
when there's cars coming?
I know how to move, man.
I'm just asking.
Yeah. Same thing for you. Do you mind getting out of the bay? I don't want you to get hit.
All of us.
Oh, okay. No, I'm good right here, man. Wow. Absolutely ridiculous, guys.
I don't think there's anything ridiculous about me stopping to talk to you.
It is. It is.
Not simply stopping to talk.
Well, no, you can stop and talk to anybody. Correct. You're right about that. You can, but I have a right not to speak to you.
Have I forced you to do anything?
I hope not.
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah. No, but I told you I didn't really want to talk, and you guys are still trying to talk to me. So, wouldn't you consider that harassment at that point?
I don't think so.
Okay. If somebody doesn't want to talk to you and you keep nagging them,
While we try to figure out what we're gonna do.
why don't you talk to them?
That's what they're doing.
Oh, okay. What does that have to do with me, though?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool, cool.
Camera in my face.
Awesome, man. I'm not in your face. Yep, disengage. Awesome. Thank you. There we go. All right, I'm gonna go back to doing what I was doing, guys.
Hey, Mike.
And I gotta wait for my Uber. Wow. Absolutely ridiculous, guys. This chief just ain't done yet. This chief has to go back in there.
This is your reminder. Gentlemen, the moment you stop standing up for your rights, they stop existing. Looking through a window isn't a crime. Questioning authority isn't a crime. But giving in to intimidation? That's how we lose everything generations fought for. Know the law. Know your rights. And when they push back, calmly, confidently, with that camera rolling, because the badge doesn't outrank the Constitution. You know, there was a time when police officers understood that their badge was supposed to protect rights, not trample them. But lately, it feels like too many forget that. In today's story, a Tulsa cop gets called out for throwing his weight around, barking orders, and dodging basic questions about the law, all because someone dared to stand up, ask for clarity, and refuse blind obedience. But as you're about to see, pride comes before the walk of shame.
How is someone supposed to go?
Sir, I'm not going to explain this to you over and over again.
You did not explain it to me the first
You
time.
need to make an option.
Explain it to me the first time.
You need to make,
I'm happy
a
I'm telling
choice.
you now. I'm happy to give you my license.
You are standing on... Okay, then shut up and listen, because I've already told you this like 3 times.
Sir, you haven't told me once.
You are standing on their property.
Okay.
This is their property.
Yes. And
they
own
want
18
you
feet.
gone.
They own the
So,
18 feet.
because you're refusing to leave, they want a citation issued for trespassing.
You didn't tell us to leave. You said stand on this side of the sidewalk.
And I just said, no, no,
Sidewalk?
no,
Is
no,
this the
hey,
sidewalk?
hey.
Is this the sidewalk?
I talk, you listen. I talk, you listen.
Sir, you're not telling me anything.
Hey, I just asked him, what do you want to do? He wants to trespass. It's his property, driver's license.
This isn't.
What are you talking about?
Driver's license.
Okay.
Can we talk to this officer?
You sure can.
He'll probably
Absolutely.
maybe
Sure
he'll
can.
understand what a public easement
Sure
is.
can.
I would be happy to learn where the public easement
This is
and
their
how
property.
a person's
This is a
supposed to
public
walk
easement.
So,
on the
See,
like
sidewalk.
I said,
that
either
utility
driver's
poles-
license.
So is a person supposed
your
to walk on
citation.
a sidewalk and then into the street?
This is not, dude, the sidewalk ends right there.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Technically,
You go to the side, this sidewalk, all the way to that road. What, you want to
This
walk in the
is their
street?
property.
They walk in the street.
This is their
or they walk
property.
on the
Parking lot, grass. So,
Sir, you're not,
are you going to give me your driver's license or not?
Sir, I'm happy to
It's a
talk
simple
to this
question,
gentleman.
sir. How does a person get from this sidewalk to
I'm
that
not
one?
talking to you.
Sir, I'm
not
happy-
talking
I'm
to
happy
you. You
to
can
give-
record all you want to, but you're not going to interfere in what I'm doing.
I am
okay?
happy-
Just
So,
ask you a question, sir. You didn't have to talk to me.
I'm not talking to you.
I'm
Fine,
happy,
then don't.
I'm happy to give my license
Okay,
to your
then give me
supervisor,
your
to
driver's
your
license.
supervisor, after you answer my question, because
Okay.
I am trying to understand how I can be a lawful citizen
Driver's
walking from
license.
point A to point B to your supervisor.
Okay, he's on the way.
Great.
But he's driver's license.
I would be happy to speak for him, sir. Because you have not told me how I'm breaking the law by walking in an area
I
where
have
someone
told you
is-
5 times.
Sir, you haven't told me a single
I've
thing.
told you
One,
5
you
times.
told me over there. And then we asked on this side.
What did I tell you?
You told me over there.
What did I
stand
tell
on
you over
that
there?
Side,
What did I tell you?
And we did. And then I walked over to here, and you said sidewalk on this side of the road.
What
now
did
you
I tell you?
me?
What did I tell you? Verbatim,
I
what did
just
I tell you?
told you. Sir, I didn't refer. I don't know.
I told you to stand on the other side of that tree in that paved parking lot, and there was absolutely no problem with that, unless the people that own that piece of property you were standing on wanted you gone too.
Okay.
So,
Did they
but
tell
we're
us
not
to
talking
leave?
about that. We're talking about where you're standing here
Yes.
is their property.
While we were over there, you said the side.
So,
well, you said
are
with the
you
easement-
gonna do the driver's license or not?
Sir, I told you I would give your supervisor my driver's license.
Okay.
Yeah. But can you answer my question?
And then you, same thing.
Can you answer my question though?
I answered your question.
You did not.
I answered your question
No, you deflected my question.
multiple times.
You deflected my question.
No.
Lawful citizen is walking down this sidewalk. Does Planned Parenthood own this sidewalk?
We're not talking about hypotheticals.
You can't answer my question.
We are talking about
what if
right here,
you
right
can't
now.
answer my question. After the citation, I walk down this street and I want to get
You know what?
to Quaker Street.
You can go to court and contest it all you want
I'd
to.
be happy to. but
Okay.
You said you weren't
Answer my
avoiding his question,
Are
sir.
you-
This
are
is
you supposed
classic
to enforce
textbook
the law?
avoiding questions.
I'm not playing this game.
Are you supposed to enforce
I'm
the
not
law?
playing this game.
You're right.
This is
because you want
textbook
to have
avoiding
all the
questions,
power in the
sir.
world
I'm
and
not-
tell me what to do.
I'm
You
not
can't answer
going
the
down
question.
this rabbit hole.
Sir, I will be silent until
This is not going to turn into a YouTube video. Sorry.
It already is, sir.
I care about knowing what I can do lawfully.
I'm telling you what you can do lawfully.
You're telling me what I can do in your opinion. You can't
No, I'm
cite the
telling you
law,
what
and
you
you
can't
can't
do
even
lawfully.
answer me a question.
So
You know, if you answer this
Once he
question,
gets
then
here,
I won't get a citation. I'm happy to
you
talk
can flap your jaws, whatever, right? My sergeant's going to say the same thing.
Good. I will talk to him.
You cut your citation and you leave
Yeah,
because
we'll talk to him.
because they don't want you on your property.
Good.
So,
We'll talk to your supervisor.
do you guys want them banned from your property? Okay, so you're banned from the
So
property.
you're a
in
tool
addition,
of Planned
right?
Parenthood.
So,
You realize that.
Anything that belongs to them, you can't be here. I explained this to you. I gave you a clear parameters. I said you can stand over there, you can stand over here. I gave you a box to work in, what was by the law, and you want to play games. So since you want to play games,
I'll be happy to talk to you.
and the minute I leave, you want to go and do what you're doing.
I will be happy. Sir, I walked
Then
over
you're
here
gonna
while
have
you-
a
I walked
citation
over here while
coming
you were
your way.
standing right
So-
there. I walked over here while you were standing right there. Why did
Cheryl,
you not
wanna
Why did
hang
you not
out
inform
with
me?
them?
Okay.
So I'll just fill them out, and then I'll get the information once more, and then I'll get his stuff.
Do you know what a public easement is?
He's getting cited for trespassing for standing where he's standing there.
Jameson is?
Right there.
And so he's waiting for the supervisor before he provides his information. But the question he asked the police officer, if somebody's walking down this sidewalk to get to that sidewalk, where do they go? And the cop wouldn't answer. Because it's clearly a question that they can't answer. Because this
So they're
is,
saying they can't stand
they're,
here?
they're saying that this is their property, which is absurd.
Yeah, they can't own all the way to the street.
No, apparently to this gentleman, you cannot stand on grass.
Can we stand over
Say you
there?
have to be
still?
behind the grass.
To answer my question to the best of your ability, because this gentleman wouldn't.
I
will
defer that to the supervisor
that's on his way. Okay, I'm happy to answer. Because honestly, sir, I'm not even trying to be a
Are you
jerk.
seeking
I
you?
want to know.
Okay,
There's
fine.
no sidewalk here, so I'm really curious.
Well, there's not a sidewalk there.
Right.
There is back there.
Right, right. So my question is, and I'll defer it to your supervisor, but my question is, how can a person walk on this sidewalk and try to get to that sidewalk on the other side of Quaker? Are they supposed to walk in the middle of the street?
This is
or
the
is this
easement.
easement?
This is
I agree that's an easement. I'm not arguing that.
Okay, well, they're wanting to give us a
I would have
trespass
to see-
for being on an easement.
I would have to see the actual legal description, so I haven't looked at that yet.
That's fair. I appreciate that,
But I
sir.
would agree that that may be the extension of the sidewalk.
I appreciate that, sir. Thank you.
At least you're willing to listen.
And I asked him, if you tell us that we have to stand on this side of the sidewalk closer to the road, and there's no sidewalk here, and we have AT&T public utilities here, or AT&T utilities here, how am I supposed to assume that I'm on Planned Parenthood's property? And how is a person supposed to walk from point A? Without walking through the road?
Yeah. The citations are not going to happen.
Thank you, sir.
In my view, and I have agreement, and I have to refer. I don't know everything about art, so I have to refer on these. I know I've dealt with enough of it downtown. We went to the protest that I know and I have enough knowledge. But yeah, there's an imaginary sidewalk that goes through, and even though if they were to bring me property, their property diagrams or whatever, and show it to the sidewalk, everybody knows they have easements on the backyard and the front yard. AT&T, whoever can get in your backyard and get to their
Whatever real estate business owns this, they put up their
right.
signs. Yeah.
So even though they may have plans that show they owe there, the city still can come in here and build a sidewalk. So there's an imaginary sidewalk. You guys can see the line.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm not telling you where to go. I can tell you where you can't be. And that is essentially from this pole that way. Right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Can I ask you a question?
It's something else.
Okay.
You can't impede the traffic way here.
Of course.
And you can't impede the traffic way there. Of course. Okay. And at any time that happens, then you can obviously get cited. But understood. Perfect. As soon as I have the chance to talk to whoever I'm supposed to talk to over there, I'll talk to them and explain that to them. If they have a problem, then they complain to the city of Tulsa. But as far as I'm concerned, as long as you abide by those, then I'm happy.
Appreciate that. Very rational.
All right. So what y'all can, where you can stand, you can stand where you're standing. All right. So as long as you stay where you are, don't come onto, because where you are is fine. All right. But don't come onto the parking lot. Right. Don't go into the alley. The other apartment people have already said, hey.
Can't go in the alley?
So you guys moved when they asked you to, and I do appreciate you moving when they asked you to. You can't block this alley, right? Because traffic has to be able to go out. So where you are, or if you want to move across the street to the other sidewalk, that's fine. But
Essentially,
this
it's an
is
imaginary line
essentially the line that you can't go
from this
past,
side,
okay?
the south side, all the way to the south side of that one, and here.
And sir, you're going to check on this for us?
That's a no-no.
So you were
They
quite
actually
abrasive
do.
to us. Are you going to
They
apologize to
actually
my brother? Are you
own
going to
all the way
apologize to us for?
No.
You're
That
not.
curb line on this
Okay.
side.
He's not going to
because they-
apologize for throwing his weight around
They
earlier.
actually own-
When he
because
walks to his car,
they
I want you to
built all
know,
this,
folks,
they
when this goes on
actually own
YouTube, this is what it's called the walk of shame. That he comes out here throwing his weight around, exercising his authority, proven wrong, and does not apologize for his abrasive attitude. This, folks, is the walk of shame.
I understand. And that's why I was repeating and I was giving you this, you guys this.
Yes, sir, I would appreciate it.
Sir, pride comes before destruction. So you're too proud to apologize when you're proven wrong.
Is exactly what
You are too proud to apologize when proven wrong, sir. You are not fit for your job. You're not fit for the badge, sir. You refuse to apologize when you're proven wrong, sir. You should find another job. Work in a hardware store or something, sir, but you're not fit to be a police officer. It's shameful. This is the walk of shame, folks. My brother saved you a lawsuit, sir. You should be thanking him. You're going to stand before God one day too, sir. He's going to hold you account. It might not concern you now, sir, but it will concern you.
Gentlemen, here's the truth. If you don't know your rights, they'll walk all over you. And when you do know them, well, some officers get mighty uncomfortable. But that's not your problem. Stay calm, stand your ground, ask the hard questions, and never be bullied into silence. Because the moment we stop holding authority accountable, that's the moment we lose control over our freedoms. There was a time in this country when walking into a public building didn't feel like walking into enemy territory. But nowadays, even holding a camera makes you public enemy number one. In today's video, a citizen journalist dares to walk into a taxpayer-funded facility only to be blocked, threatened, and accused, all for asking questions and standing on his rights. Watch closely, because this is how intimidation happens in broad daylight.
There we go. Cool. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, how you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
I'm just doing a quick story about this facility.
No,
here.
sir. Step back outside.
Huh?
Step back outside.
Oh, is there something wrong?
You ain't got no permission to come in here and take no story of anything.
Oh, I don't need permission.
Well, you need permission here.
From who?
From the state
the state of
Missouri.
And you know who is in charge of the state of Missouri?
You got to get him a call.
No, it's the people.
Whatever. You're not coming in.
It's
Anyway,
not whatever. I'm going to
have
be
a good
in
day.
No, it's not. Have a good day, sir.
Have a good day.
I'm going to be in here.
Call me a supervisor, will you?
Yeah. All right, guys. So they think this.
Step back outside, please.
No, thank you. It feels good in here.
You're trespassing. Step back outside.
I'm not trespassing.
Are you here to see a parole officer?
No.
No, then it's a private situation. Please step back outside.
It's not a private. This is a public building.
No. The clients and their parole officer, that's private situations.
I'm not back there, am I?
Well, you just coming in here filming.
Yeah, I can
You ain't talk to nobody or nothing.
I don't need to talk to anybody.
Oh, okay.
about
Well,
it.
we'll figure this out.
You ever heard of the First Amendment?
We'll figure this out.
All right. Let me get what's on the sign. Okay. Sir, you can't block my camera.
I can do what I want.
No, you might want to step back.
No.
You might want to step back.
No.
Hey, this is Mark down security. Would you come down here and see me for a moment, please? All right, bye.
These guys are super triggered. So, let's get the security camera. Can I have one of these?
No.
I can't have a newspaper?
For what?
To look at it. That's what you do with a newspaper, right? You look at it?
Pretty much.
Can I have a newspaper?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Sir, it's a state office building,
Yeah, state office is public.
and we don't give you permission to.
I don't need permission. The First Amendment
Okay, let me
grants
get
me
you
permission.
let me get you the statement, okay?
What is a statement?
It's our
It's a
direction.
policy?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I don't follow policy. I follow law.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, it was reviewed by our legal team.
that doesn't matter. So,
We'll ask you to leave.
no, thank you. I'm just doing a story about this facility here.
Okay. Let me get Donna.
Mm-hmm.
Can I read what's on the wall there?
You cannot.
Isn't that
You can't get past me.
I can't get past you?
Yeah, no.
Are you gonna
Not
are you gonna
tell
stop
me
me?
you got
You're
permission.
gonna touch me?
You're gonna touch me. And
No, I'm not.
Then I am gonna stop you.
I'm not gonna touch you.
Okay, then you
And you
stand where you are.
probably
You have
definitely can't
permission.
stop me. So.
Okay, well, we'll see.
All right.
Please step back,
Excuse
sir.
me. Oh, guys, he just assaulted
you
me
just
on
elbowed
camera.
me.
I did not. I'm trying. You're
damn
blocking
right.
my
You just
view.
took my elbow down.
You heard of prior restraint?
You ran into me.
Have you heard of prior
You ran
restraint?
into me.
Have you
You
heard of
ran
prior
into me.
restraint? I'm trying to walk my way.
You're
and
not,
you were
No, not
blocking
in
my
this
path.
building. You're
I'm
not.
telling you now, you're not going past us.
Why not?
Because they say you can't come in here.
Until they give me permission.
Who
for
is
you to come
they?
in.
The people that run this building and
Who runs the building?
She's getting the person
It's a
right
public
now.
building.
They're getting the person.
The people
for you
run
right
this
now.
building. You
I
guys
don't
are
care who-
misinformed.
I don't care what.
You don't have to care. You're just security. You're nobody.
I can arrest you. Okay.
Oh, go ahead and arrest me then.
I'll arrest
I would love to see you do that.
Push past.
Push past, you guys. He's trying to do a directive there. Oh, we got the ultimate cam back there. Karen cam back. Brought to you by your finest.
Yeah.
I'll let you take my place.
So now it's my understanding, can't be inside the building recording because unless you're conducting professional business.
What do you call professional business? Is the First Amendment free press not professional
If you're
business?
on supervision, because we just can't allow any visitors into the building unless it's pertaining to probation, parole.
Is this a public building?
Yes, it is.
We don't need permission. We don't need permission to come into a public building.
Okay, but for us to escort you back here, unless
I can go in the lobby there. I can't.
That's not a public library. A
library. We're not at the library.
Yeah, whatever. Well, that's not a public lobby for you.
So, sir, I have the code, I have the state regulation for office buildings available. We are contacting our legal counsel right now, okay? The issue is there's people in here who have certain rights to confidentiality, and there's certain confidential information
Not in public.
and video
Not
can
in
be
public.
enhanced.
Not in public.
This is not public.
This is not public.
This is not a public facility.
This is not a public facility in here. This is probation and parole.
This is public facility.
That's the same that I explained.
Okay.
This is probation and parole.
He said if he
for
doesn't
those
have to
that
follow
are
laws, he
under
said.
supervision,
Okay.
unless authorized to be escorted back into the office. Again, for those that
I'm not
are
gonna argue
under
with you, sir.
supervision.
This is not arguing. It's what it is. It's common sense. This is paid for by tax dollars. This is a public building.
For those that are on supervision with probation or parole.
You can only limit the public past a certain point. This is a public lobby right here.
This is not a public lobby.
Okay.
The only
First Amendment's
people who
pretty
are allowed
clear.
back here are people who
We
are
tried to explain it to
providing
him.
services.
He said-
Yeah, past that little thing back there. That
No.
metal
No, actually, the
detector,
door
the
is right
scanner.
here.
The door is wide open, is it not? And even if you closed it, it would have to say authorized personnel only or restricted area.
We tried to. We need the police to take him out.
Yeah, they can't put their hands on me.
Oh yeah, we can.
Then why can't you escort me out?
Yeah, we can.
Oh yeah, he's here doing one now. He's recording us all. Yeah, this is a governmental building.
Exactly. There you go. Thank you for those words.
You don't have the right to make recordings inside of a government building. The staff and the clients here have a right to a reasonable expectation of privacy.
There's no privacy in public.
You're violating their privacy and you're trespassing.
No, I'm not. You can't
If you don't leave the building immediately, I'm afraid we're going to have to call the police.
She's calling.
Is there a statute behind that piece of paper?
I'm notifying you of what?
Of what? A piece of paper that you guys wrote?
We're finished here. I'm gonna call the police.
How you doing, sir?
Good. Could I have your name and badge number?
Anderson 12283.
Name and badge number?
Peterson 12374.
Name and badge number?
I'm Atchison 12500.
Nice to meet you.
What's going on?
I'm just trying to do, I went in that building over there, well, that side of the building, just gathering information to the public, disseminating that information to the public, and then she told me to come over here because they had more experience. I was asking her questions she wasn't very familiar with, so she told me to come over here, ask questions, and I can get information over here. So I came over here, and they came straight out and basically blocked my path and whatnot, so.
Okay, so what he's telling me is that they don't allow filming inside because of people that's on probation and parole. So if you could just not film in there, I don't know what else.
Well, I do have a right to film in there. It's a part of the First Amendment, the Constitution, to record in the publicly accessible areas. This here is definitely a lobby. I can basically walk to wherever the public can walk into. If there's a restricted area, they have to have doors that say restricted area. There has to be law that basically follows that. So
I'll just call my sergeant and we'll let him explain that to you.
Okay. Yep.
Can you have her come back up with that?
This is a government facility, so it is a publicly owned building. You don't have to block my path outside.
I'm not blocking your path.
Yeah,
outside.
you're standing
Just
right on the
shut up.
sidewalk. Excuse me? Wow, guys, he just told me to shut up. We'll be filing a complaint against you.
You go right ahead.
State of Missouri. All right.
Okay, so we were told by our sergeant that this is a probation and parole building.
Right.
And people have a right to their privacy here.
Back in, they have to be back in like a private room or something.
Still walking right here in the room right here. So if you don't leave, you'll be considered trespassing. That's from our
You can't
sergeant.
trespass from a public building.
It's not. It's a state building.
State is public.
I understand that, but they have the right to privacy here.
And back in a room or something. They can't just say, anywhere the public can walk, you don't have an expectation of privacy. This is a public building.
Room. You understand that? You can't walk in unless you have business with probation and parole.
I have business. The First Amendment is
you
business.
You have no business with probation and parole.
The First Amendment is
okay,
business, and you can't limit that, Mr. Security Guard.
Mr. Journalist.
You're a security guard.
Journalist.
So we're not gonna go back and forth. So for right now, set up a meeting or something.
I don't need to set up a meeting in a public building.
But that's fine. So right now you'll be considered trespassing.
You can't trespass from a public building absent of a crime.
Our sergeant, so
man, you guys just don't know.
That's fine.
You don't understand.
So you have to go, sir.
I don't have to go.
So per our sergeant, based off what they told us, you're trespassing.
You can't trespass from public.
Okay, well, you're going to be arrested then. So you can either leave or you're going to be arrested.
So you're threatening me with arrest?
Yes, because
I just want to make notice of that.
You're either going to be arrested or you can leave.
Okay, awesome, guys. You heard that. So we will be filing complaints, seeking civil litigation. They are trespassing me from a public building. Yeah, what's your name and badge number again?
Peterson.
Peterson.
12374.
All right, and who's your sergeant? Who you spoke to?
Curran.
Sergeant
Curran.
Curran.
Let this be your reminder, gentlemen. Your rights only exist if you have the courage to stand on them. Public buildings, taxpayer-funded salaries, constitutional freedoms, they all mean nothing if you back down the moment someone with a badge barks orders. Always know your rights. Always record. And never let intimidation silence the truth. Because once that happens, we're no longer free men, we're subjects.